Hey guys, Spam Your Feet here, doing another Hytale video to irritate all of you. First up though, I'd like to give you guys a quick thank you. After 9 months of not putting out any content, I was kind of afraid to make any more again. I kind of wanted to for the past month or two, honestly, but I was really just worried the whole time that I wouldn't get any support, that everyone would just be gone. So I kind of just decided to go for broke, made a video, and I set myself a goal of getting 1,200 views on my first video back, total. Like thinking I would look back and see I got 1,200 after like a week of it being up. You guys crushed it. I had 1,200 views in 10 hours on the first video. Now, I think 3 days later, maybe 4, it's at 3,500. And the next video did even better, getting 3,700 after 24 hours. Clearly, you guys are liking the content, so I'm just gonna keep making it. So thanks so much for keeping me motivated and interested in the community. So anyway, let's get started. If you guys remember, before before the Hytale trailer came out, I did a video speculating the possibilities of what the game would be like and the features I wanted to see. Then it came out, and I did a reaction video as well as an analysis. However, the analysis brought something else to light for me. Seeing everything that was showcased started to make me think about what wasn't. So this video is basically giving my wish list of sorts on what I'd like to see out of Hytale that isn't yet confirmed. Now, I'd like to tell you this is only part 1 of a 2-part series. This is only my own ideas, as well as very few from some friends. I expect you guys to have a ton of ideas of stuff you'd want to see as well, which I agree would be good. Comment anything you'd like to see out of the game that was not showcased in the trailer, and I'll cover it in a follow-up episode sometime soon. Now then, I'll begin my list. So right off the bat, I want to see quite a few things related to usernames. I know this isn't something that pertains to everyone, but obviously having had a particularly OG name for so long, it's something that I care about quite a bit. So right off the bat, I would like to see it to be possible to get usernames with 1, 2, or 3 characters. Oftentimes, games have a minimum set of 4 characters in a username, but I would ideally like to see that not be the case. I want any amount of characters to be possible, so 1 letters, 2 letters, etc. In addition, I would like to see content creators get the ability to reserve usernames early. So, like myself, as a nearly 13,000 subscriber YouTuber, I would be able to get Pikachu before the general populace of the community has access to the name reservation. And keep in mind that reserving names has been confirmed to be something that will exist pre-release, but there's no confirmation of whether it'll be YouTubers first or everybody all at once. Next up, I would like to see dedicated bear-style worlds for building purposes similar to Minecraft's superflat maps. So, I think that's, pretty much all there is to that one. It's just for making maps and such, And next up, I would love to see YouTube and Twitch integration and methods of seeing who's currently streaming within the game. So I could open a GUI probably with 1 button or maybe with an options setting. I would see all of the different names of people who are currently live streaming in order of most viewers to least viewers probably. Just listing anybody that is currently live, because I think that would help a lot of people find new streamers to watch. Or just, who they can watch streaming right now. Next, I don't know if this is possible. This is a total other thing, really, is the concept of resource packs. This has existed in Minecraft for a very long time, and it's a pretty big source of creativity in the community. It's a fun thing being able to, remake skins for items and just the whole look of the game, being able to customize that is something that a lot of people have had fun with historically since the game came out. So I would love to see resource packs in this game, though I have heard that that probably won't happen, which would make sense considering the fact that, I mean, they've done a very good job with the overall appearance of the game, and I think it'll look really good even without pack customization. But I feel like being able to modify the appearance of the game is something that most everybody would take interest in seeing. Next, if resource packs do happen, I'd like to see an in-game Paint.net-like interface for in-game texture art. For example, with Minecraft, right, when you are making packs, you have to do it on a third-party program, like Paint.net, for example. You make your texture, you save it, you put it in your pack, and then if you want to see it live, you have to either reopen your game or turn off a pack and enable it while in-game in Minecraft. In fact, no, you do have to reopen your game because it's using the file. So if you want to modify a texture, you have to reopen your game every time you want to see what it looks like after you're done remaking it. And so ideally, if you could actually be in-game and open a texture modifying interface in the game, just imagine that, being able to draw your own resources in Hytale, instead of having to do it on a third-party program with all that back and forth. I think all in all that would be much better, and it would be so much easier to modify packs that way. You wouldn't have to go through all the file systems and everything. It would just be a lot easier for everyone. And then beyond that, what else would be cool is if there was a whole area of the game dedicated to packs that people publish, with upvotes, downvotes, comments, maybe even leaderboards, etc. So that's all the pack stuff. Next, I want extremely rare resources from dungeon boss drops that could be used to make special armor and weaponry. We saw different rarities on items in the trailer, but we didn't see is how they work. Do the bosses drop the items themselves? So you could just kill a boss and it drops its own weapon, which happens to be a rare tier? Or would it drop resources that you use to craft those items? And I think that system would be better. That's what I would like to see. Next, this is a gripe with Minecraft that I hope Hytale has fixed. I want specific hitboxes on shields. I don't want shields to cover the entire body like in Minecraft. You know, in Minecraft, if you have your shield up, even if it isn't covering your face, if somebody hits your head from the front, it'll still block the hit, which doesn't make sense to me. So I think if you click somebody's body and not the shield, it should still hit the player even if they have their shield up. You know? But if I do hit the shield, the hit should still be prevented. So yeah, specific hitbox shields is something I want. Now, this whole section I'm about to list over is probably one of the most important for me. So, Tamability in the game has already been addressed. At minimum, you can tame dogs and cats. It's also rumored that you can tame sloths and dragons, though these are not confirmed. What I want to see is tameability for all animals in the game, and I know that might sound out there, but I think that that should be a thing. I think it would be really awesome that you could tame anything from a leopard to a gazelle to a shark even, you know? But the method should obviously be different for every kind of animal, different cool custom methods for everything, and the more impressive the animal is, I guess, the harder it should be to tame. So, like, I don't know, a shark, for example, maybe I would have to... I don't know. I really can't even think of specific methods for them. All I know is that it should be hard for some, easy for others, and different for every single one. Next up, I want albino animals. I know that might sound very just niche and stupid, but I want to tame some shiny Pokemon in Hytale, okay? I know I'm biased, I know that I am a Pokemon player, and that's just an exciting thing for me. But imagine taming yourself a, I don't know, a pure white lion. and riding into battle on it. How cool would that be? You can't even tell me I'm wrong. So, next up, I want to see trainable animals. We've already addressed taming, but what about training them? Let's bring how to train your dragon into Hytale, right? Speed, attacking power, health, defensiveness, etc. should all be stats that gradually increase with usage, being fed certain items, etc. Maybe even size could increase. Imagine taming a baby dragon, watching it grow up in front of you. This is all just too exciting of a concept to not happen, in my opinion. Just as it gets, as you're using something more, it just gets better in every way, you know? I feel like it doesn't make sense that you could tame something like a horse, right? And use it for hours and hours and hours of gameplay, and it'll still be the same speed, it'll be the same value in every way. I feel like that is something that should just increase. Every aspect of a pet should get better as you own it longer. Now, this one might seem a little bit kind of odd, and this is kind of an idea from a show, but with these pets, right, I'm concerned after having one for a while, you know, kind of grow attached, alright? I know it's virtual and everything, but whatever. And then all of a sudden, let's say you just kind of goof up because it's not hard for, you know, AI to die in this game. What if you just goof up and your pet dog suddenly dies that you've had for months on this survival world, right? I think that when a pet dies, just so a tamed animal dies, it should drop its life essence of sorts, some sort of dedicated item to it, and you can use that to resurrect the item, the pet, I mean, and it would probably be pretty expensive, a hard thing to do, but, you know, worthwhile if you want to keep it around. And so yeah, that would drop any time that a tamed animal dies, and the only person able to resurrect it would be the one that tamed it. So yeah, I think that would be a really cool concept. I focused a lot on pets in this, I'm not gonna lie. That was just a cool thing to me, I guess. Just the Pokemon in me. So that's all the pet stuff. I want to see... I saw that on the minigames aspect of the trailer, which is basically the Hypixel server on Hytale, they had survival games. I never liked Blitz. In case you guys don't know, Hypixel has a game mode called Blitz Survival Games. It's their own variant on SG, and I don't really find it very fun. For the Hunger Games on Hytale, I want it to be a style similar to MCSG. That would be ideal in my opinion. That kind of item basis, the tiering, the maps, you know what I mean. Next, I would like to see servers showcased in a multiplayer list without having to be manually typed in with the IP exclusively. So someone could just search Bed Wars, for example, in a search bar, and any server with Bed Wars in the title, MOTD, or even categories associated with the servers would appear, probably in order of total players on, or best connection, I don't know, kinds of options. But I'm just thinking that right now with Minecraft, you can only find out about a server if you search it up and find out the exact IP and type it in manually. So servers don't grow naturally, it's only through direct advertisement, and I don't think I like that system much. I feel like servers should be viewable to anyone, at any time. I'd also recommend a tab for featured servers that would list probably the top 3 in players at the time, as well as specific ones that people can pay to have their server advertised in that section. So let's say top 3 most played would be, I don't know, Hypixel, Hive, and Mineplex, let's just say. And then there's also, I don't know, just some other server that spent $100 to have their server listed there for 2 days. I don't know. Some kind of system like that. Next, I would like to see customizability to skins in unique ways. I want to see an item shop like Fortnite, or actually even more so like Roblox, for stuff you can apply to your skin that isn't naturally available. I saw in the trailer there were a ton of different categories with lots of seemingly free options. I think there should be a lot that you can pay for, or maybe even ones you can earn from events, tournaments, or for attendees at a convention, kind of like a Minecon cape. I don't know if it would be shield designs, capes, or just regular aspects to skins already in existence. But, you know, just something where you can make yourself kind of unique. And capitalizing on that further, I want to see massive amounts of options, customizability-wise, to the possible items that can be used for it. From sunglasses to eye patches, boots to Crocs, hats to other kinds of hats, I guess? I don't know. I want to see it all, though. All kinds of stuff. Next thing, this is more for content creators than regular players. I don't think darkness should actually be that dark, and full bright shouldn't be possible either. I'd like it to get somewhat dark in caves where there isn't any lighting, but it shouldn't be dark enough to not see what's going on. Again, this is mainly for content creators. Watching a video where you don't know what you're looking at is just awful. Nobody likes that. It looks bad, makes you want to click off the video. At worst, darkness should just be a semi-dark, gloomy appearance, I guess. So not bright, but visible enough. Now, this is one everyone's been asking for, obviously, but I think accessibility on console, as well as direct crossplay between devices on the same server, should be possible. So I can be on my computer, playing with my friend on an Xbox. Then, I want there to be some sort of online clans or guild system, and a friends system that's part of the main game. It doesn't require you to be on a server to view. So, friends and clans, basically, just at any point. I want leaderboards for pretty much everything, from survival to multiplayer. All kinds of leaderboards, stats to grind, you know? Now this one might be a little controversial, but I think it would be fun. I want in-game proximity-based voice chat like Mumble is in Minecraft. So basically, I can be talking through voice with my mic enabled in the game, and if you're, like, 200 blocks away, you won't hear me. If you're 20 blocks away, you'll kinda hear me, and if you're 1 block away, you'll hear me very loudly. You know, so proximity-based voice chat. Now, I want regional armor, as well as cumulative, but basically, let's say somebody's wearing a helmet, gauntlets, and leggings, but they aren't wearing a chest piece at all, and I hit them in the torso, they should take much more damage by comparison to other places. So basically, individualized hitboxes for armor would be a pretty cool thing, I think. I feel like that would be a lot more realistic, and add more to skill when it comes to aim. I also feel like if you hit someone on their body in between armor pieces, where it's just the little gaps where armor isn't there, that should cause a critical hit. So, instead of getting crits while falling, like in Minecraft, it would just be where you hit the tiny little naked spots on a player. I think that makes more sense, and would just be more realistic, and again, more skill. I want more projectiles than just bows for actually dealing damage. I know there'll be something like snowballs or maybe even fishing rods, but I want damage-dealing projectiles as well. I saw a battle axe and a one-sided axe, and that made me theorize. I think that one-sided axe isn't for melee alone. I think it'll be something like a tomahawk, where you can actually throw it, and it'll deal the projectile damage, which I think would be an awesome concept, and I'd love to see something like that. Now, I want dolphins also. I didn't see dolphins in the trailer, and I want dolphins. Okay, that's not... No more information for that one, just, I want dolphins. I also want spells. This is something that I vaguely think I saw. I saw so much stuff related to magic or mana in the game, but nothing explicitly stated. And I want spells. I want to be able to, I don't know, throw fireballs, or freeze people, or strike lightning on people with my bare hands. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities for that one. I just think it would be really cool. A lot more content. Now, I want an easy method of sharing maps as well, likely through an in-game interface instead of through file sharing. So, like, I have my world made, I could just press a button and send it to a username that is on my friends list, probably it would need to be, and they can just press a save button, and now they have access to it. So just, you know, easy map sharing, I think would be nice. And now I only have two things left. One is creative mode, just for easy building, obviously map making. I'm sure that'll exist anyways, but it wasn't explicitly shown, so I thought I'd just mention it. Last up is day-night sky skins. That may not make sense, but I'm just thinking, like, through the press of a button, you can make it so it looks like it's day or nighttime in your game permanently, even if it isn't, until you disable the setting. There are mods for that in Minecraft, so, like, normally I believe in Minecraft it's 10 minutes of day, then 10 minutes of night. If you had this mod enabled, you could set it so that it's daytime permanently or nighttime permanently, just for the sake of appearance, or for pack showcases, just whatever you want to show for that type of thing. And so I think a setting for that would be pretty good in Hytale as well. Obviously it wouldn't affect the game. If it's nighttime, the functionality of nighttime is still happening, but it looks like it's daytime if you have it set to that. So that's everything I have right now. So just another reminder, comment anything you want to see yourself in the game. Give me your own opinions on my list, tell me what I missed, and I will make a follow-up video on this sometime soon with anything else that you guys come up with, anything else that I come up with that I may have forgotten. And once again, thank you so much for the support on the last few videos. I'm excited to keep making more, and that should be it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh my god, there's bunnies!